Welcome to the channel, bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Erin.
And the reason she says all that real-world stuff is because we are not whiskey tasting professionals.
Nope.
Just a couple of regular Joe and Jill schmoes, as it were.
Cool.
And what we're going to do is we're going to smell and taste this. We're going to let you know our first impressions.
Yep.
Take some time, give them some ratings, see how they compare, pick a favorite. Once we give our ratings, then we'll find out the price and see if that changes our ratings before we find out what we're drinking.
And what do we have in front of us?
We don't know.
You said this, but are these samples from our blind sample pool?
They are samples from our blind sample pool full of bourbon and rye matchups that we are interested in seeing how they compare.
Yes.
So this could be anything. We're completely in the dark, but you're not. You get to join in and see how it goes for us, knowing what's what.
Fun for all.
As Erin gets this on the nose, I'll let you know down in the video description below. You can find a link to our Patreon community. If you want to get involved in that, it's our online home on the internet, and it's a great group of people. We get to help each other find things, get things, swap samples, talk whiskey. You can also get our barrel picks, bonus content, private Patreon live streams, all kinds of stuff over there. And we have merchandise as well at stuffandwhiskey.com. You can check that out there.
It is sweater weather.
It is.
So if you're into sweatshirts, I can vouch for this one. I wear this gray one, pretty much all the time.
How does this smell to you?
This smells like sweet, stinky feet.
Really?
And I'm here for it.
Interesting. Yeah, to me, I'm just getting like this really nice, this is sending me down banana split lane.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting a little banana, cherry, mainly cherry and vanilla, little banana, little chocolate.
Banana's a blind spot for me in whiskey, so I can't agree with you, but can't say you're wrong.
I think it smells very good. Let's get it on the palate. I also should say, if you like blind tastings like this is what we do here on our channel. So think about subscribing if you like our approach to content. Like the video if you like it. And yeah, this is what we do. Join in if you like it.
Yeah, and it's been too long since our first sip, so I have to take another one to remember.
I'll also say we taste this way double blind to remove all the hype and the bias of the labels and everything. Have I sufficiently stumbled you up enough?
Dude, I need to speak right after I taste or I'll forget what I'm saying. It's like a dream. If I don't speak right away, it just leaves my brain.
All right, enough messing with Erin.
Okay.
What are you getting? Do you like it?
Yeah, I do like it. It's, gosh, man, now I'm all out of sorts. I'm all discombobulated. It's a little drier than I thought it would be based on the nose. I thought it would taste sweeter, but it's good. There is a sweet aftertaste, so it's good. I like it. It's not too sweet.
Yeah, I think everything tracks from the nose to the palate. It's kind of got this cherry, vanilla type of vibe going on to it, a little bit of banana. There's a nice spice that is offsetting the sweetness, like a barrel spice.
So it's not a scary spice. It's a nice spice.
It's a nice spice. Yeah, it's like baby spice. It's not too much. It's just nice. It's pleasant.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
not very posh though. It's not posh spice.
It actually is kind of posh. It has like a refined spice. It's not coming through super sharp or out of balance.
Spice.
Yeah, it's really nice. Generally speaking, enjoy glass one. Let's see what glass two has to offer.
Glass 2 smells a little hotter, a little darker.
Yeah, I'm getting woodier.
Also, I'm getting like fruit chew vibes.
I could kind of see you there. I mean, to me, this is leaning a little bit more to like the caramel oak side, like a little bit more on that vein of the classic bourbon spectrum. I find this really enjoyable on the nose as well.
Yeah.
Neither of them are like blowing me away with proof on the nose. They're both very seemingly approachable and smell quite nice. Let's get this one on the palate.
Whoa. This tastes not sweet.
Yep, it's a little bit more earthy, a little bit more muted on the sweetness for sure. That caramel is not like caramel candy.
Right. Wow, I don't know how I feel about this. I need more time with this guy.
Yeah, to me, the first impression I got was it's kind of silky on the palate, which is to say that it doesn't have the spice that glass one had, which I tend to like a little spice to balance out my sweetness. But this doesn't have much spice or sweetness. So
yeah, it has flavor, but I'm trying to decide what kind of flavor.
Yeah, let's get another sip.
Okay. Man, it went dry on that second sip for me.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
It's definitely a little dry, a little oak tannic.
Yeah.
It's not bad to me, but it is, at least in contrast to glass one, which is like this really nice sweet and spice profile.
Combo, yeah.
This is something totally different. I mean, it's oak, it's dry, it's got that little bit of caramel, but it's more earthy. We're going to spend some time, clear our palates. Right now, it seems like we're both leaning towards one, but a lot of times things can change when we take these breaks. So we're going to clear our palates, start with the second glass, go back to the first.
Yep.
We'll be back with our full thoughts, ratings, and all that stuff in just a minute. All right. It was interesting for me starting with glass 2 and going back to glass 1. But how do you feel about these two?
I don't have a lot to say about these.
Ringing endorsement for both, right?
I'm sorry. They're both good. I enjoyed them both. I did have a preference to glass 1. I started out with that preference, and it followed through when I did the tasting. I'm going to give them both a thumbs up, however, because I think they're both good. I think glass 2 is lacking a little bit of the spice, a little bit of the flavor that I want. It has it, but I just want a little bit more. So glass 2 slightly lower, but it's still a thumbs up for me.
Yeah, so you prefer glass 1, but you like them both, so thumbs up.
Yeah, I think they're both good pours, and I just didn't want the flavor of glass 2 tonight.
Yeah, the interesting thing to me, starting with glass 2, after clearing out my palate and going back to glass 1, was that you start with glass 2 and it tastes good, and then you go to glass 1 and it tases a little too sweet.
Oh, really?
So it's like the bouncing back and forth. If you start with glass 1 and go to glass 2 doesn't seem sweet enough. You know, there's this juxtaposition. And sometimes when you have pours that are a little opposite in the flavor spectrum, even though these both seem within the sphere of typical bourbon, when they're opposite on the sweet versus not sweet spectrum, it can kind of throw you for loops in blind tastings.
Yeah.
I do think I prefer glass 1 on an experience level, and I do slightly prefer the flavor profile of glass 1, but I thought glass 2 is really good as well. I give them both a thumbs up. I like them both.
Oh, we are aligned.
We are. We both prefer glass 1. We both gave them thumbs up on both glasses. So we're going to find out the price and see if that changes our thumbs up rating. Glass number 1 is number 20 in our pool.
$30.
I'm very happy with that.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. I would not have guessed that it was a $30 pour.
You're staying thumbs up, I take it? Glass number 2?
$30.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stay thumbs up. Even though I prefer glass 1, I think that's a fair price for what you're getting for both of these. Yeah.
And one of these, I don't know which one because I've had both of them. One of them has a pretty long finish.
Glass 1.
Okay.
Yeah, the finish on glass 1.
I can't tell which one it is, but one of them does because I'm feeling it right now.
All right, so let's find out glass number 2.
Okay.
Number 19 in our pool.
Buffalo Trace.
Glass number 2? Number 19?
Yes.
What's glass number 1?
1792 small batch. And the Buffalo Trace, for those that are interested, if you don't know, which you probably do, 90 proof, and then the 1792 small batch is 93.7 proof. So...
Okay, now that I know it's Buffalo Trace, I smell it and I get that. You did say fruit chew on glass 2.
I did. You disagreed with me.
I did because coming off glass 1, it seemed much more oaky and less sweet.
It did. I agree. It definitely didn't seem as sweet. Like even going backwards to me, it seemed less sweet.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with us and Buffalo Trace with this pour tonight. This did strike me as a 1792 Barton product, but I try not to think about what things are. But when you smell that banana split type of thing, when I get that, it points me straight towards 1792 Barton.
Interesting.
And I do like that a lot. And I do like 1792 small batch. So if you're somebody that likes Buffalo Trace and hasn't given 1792 small batch a shot, I think you should.
Yeah, it's worth it.
If you're somebody that cannot get Buffalo Trace in your market because it's just hard to find, definitely give 1792 small batch a shot. It's got a little bit more spice. It's got a little bit more sweetness, which you may prefer. Overall, I mean, I think it brings a lot to the table.
I agree.
For what you're paying.
Yeah.
And I mean, super happy with this matchup. We liked them both. We thought it was a fair price for both. If you're in a market that you can't get Buffalo Trace, please note that we did not go goo goo gaga over this. We did not lose our minds over this.
It was good, but it didn't blow my face off.
Right. These were both very enjoyable from like a nice, fairly easy sipping standpoint. So hopefully this was insightful for you. Again, if it was, like the video, think about subscribing. That's what we do here. And if you hit that bell down there, it will actually help you because we go live once a month and we would love for you to join us for a pour. So hit that bell if you want to join in.
Absolutely. That's it for today. Be good to each other. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.